Hello, this is Professor Ratajczyk with another video on the Book of Business. So we are addressing today the first question here. Who are the top customers? So keyword there, top customers. Who are they? Okay. So to do this, you have to think about the word top. What does top mean? Okay. I like to think of top as maximum. So something is the highest, or maybe it's the top 5 customers, or does top mean 1? So the very maximum. Okay. So now you as the analyst have to determine how you're going to calculate or assess the word top. What variable are you going to use? Are you going to use the quantity sold? Are you going to use extended price, extended cost, gross margin dollars, gross margin percentage? What are you going to use here? Are you going to use the number of times that a customer shows up in the data set? So Hook shows up 9 times and Charming, he shows up 15 times. Does that mean he's a top customer compared to Hook? Well, there's a lot of flaws depending on the logic of how you decide top. For example, if you decide that quantity sold is going to be your top decision for who is the top customer, as we do here in the pivot table, where we sort the customer descending order by quantity sold. Basically what this is saying is Darth Vader, he ordered 17,300 quantity of whatever products or series of products that he purchased. Is that going to define him as being the top customer? Well, maybe it is, but maybe it isn't. What I mean by that is, does this column say anything about money? Are there any dollar signs in column H? No, there are not. So you have to be careful, because let's just look at Vader for a moment. Just filter out everybody else. He's bought a lot of products, right? He's got a lot of products that have high value dollars, but he's also got a couple of products here that they're only $1. So 500 and 400, and he's got others. Is quantity sold really a good measurement of top customer? Let's take a look at who would be the top customer if we did extended price. Darth Vader again would look like the top customer. Now, does that mean that quantity sold was the accurate measurement? No, because it doesn't deal with dollars. Quantities don't make money, right? They don't pay the bills. It's the dollars that are associated with the quantity. So you have to be careful. Even though it worked out in this file that the highest quantity also belongs to Darth Vader for highest price, it might not always work that way. For example, Mickey had the second highest quantity before, but now Cinderella, according to pricing, is the second highest. Okay, so let's look at margin dollars instead of extended price and see where Vader falls in line there. Once again, Darth Vader is in the lead here for gross margin dollars. But look at that. Mickey is still in third, but here's Belle. So, and here's Cinderella down here in 5th place. Before, when we just looked at pricing, Cinderella was in 2nd place. So once again, you have to be careful with how you define top customer or top 5 customers, whatever it would be. Okay, so in this case, it's kind of clear that Darth Vader is the number 1. He's got the highest quantity, which again is not the best measurement. He's got the highest sales or extended price, which is a decent measurement. But you also have to remember Margin, profit is what keeps a company fueled and growing. So margin would probably be the best measurement for top performance here. Because even if Hook had 500 visits to our store out of 900 possible visits, he might only be buying one or two items at a time for $1 each. So margin dollars or some sort of dollars are typically the best. Now, if we were to do something along the lines of average margin, because it doesn't make sense to have total margin there. If we were to do average margin, Iron Man has the highest average margin. Where is Vader? Darth Vader's way down here. So, again, not only is he further down, but percentages don't pay bills. Okay, always remember that. When you have an expense to pay, a percent is just a measurement. It isn't an actual dollar value. So you have to be careful with that stuff. So that's just my little advice on how you identify top. Okay. And you can apply that for top products. Is it top sales? Right? So you can do a pivot table for that as well. If we get rid of the Vader examination there. And we do the product. And now we look at items sold. The highest quantity sold was 45 in this situation. So is that the definition? Well, let's look at extended price now. So the most sales, is it going to be 45 again? Yes, it is. 45 right there. Okay. Not only that, but 45, if you look at this here compared to this 242,000, that's twice as much as a second place item. That's a strong showing. Okay. But I'm not convinced yet. Let's look at gross profit dollars and see if we find the same result. $44. Now, isn't that interesting? Quantity sold for product 45 said it was the top product. Extended price or sales said that 45 was the best product. But now, where is 45? It's down here in fourth place by profit generated. Product 44 and 42 and 81 destroy product 45 for the top position. So once again, don't rely just on quantity, don't rely just on sales, but what is the most profitable item that you have for sale? Because again, that is what businesses are in business to do. They're there to make profits, to generate profits. That's how you fuel the business. That's how you build stockholders' equity, things like that. So just a couple of examples there.